Hi guys, it is Mr. Fed. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back in the man cave. Quick video today. I saw this idea off a channel called Emily Pops. She did a top 5 of her most expensive games that she owns. I thought, well, I wonder what my top 5 would be, but I'm not going to do top 5. I'm going to do top 3 because top 3 seems pretty clear to me, and I'll do a bonus one as well. Because I lifted the idea off her channel, I will post a link to her channel in the description below. But without further ado, these are the games that I own that I think are the most expensive. So to begin with, the first one is going to be Super Bomberman 3 on the Super Nintendo. Now, I bought this probably off eBay. I think I paid about 30, maybe 40 quid for it, if that. These days, the value of this game has gone completely through the roof. I looked on eBay recently, unboxed, just the cart on its own is 150 quid. Boxed with instructions, the game is up for sale for £250, so that's not a bad return, is it? This game was released probably towards the end of the Super Nintendo's life cycle. It's the last Bomberman that came out in Europe. There were 2 other Bomberman games that came out in Japan, but this seems to have got quite a limited release, and it sort of flew under the radar a little bit. It is by far and away the best Bomberman game I've ever played. It's even better than the 2 Bomberman games we got for the Switch, Super Bomberman R and Super Bomberman R2. If you want the real, true Bomberman experience, Super Bomberman 3 on the Super Nintendo is the way to go. So, game number 2. I've picked this one for my Nintendo Switch, Super Robot Wars T. I have been wanting a Super Robot Wars game for ever and a day, but they were never released in Europe. Fortunately, the Nintendo Switch is region free, so you can get all those North American and Asian imports that you previously weren't able to play on your European console. You can now get those. This game has full English. Now, why is it one of my most expensive games? It's not in terms of its value. I think on eBay you can pick this up for 50 to 60 quid. Now, I paid off an Asian website, I think I paid about £80 for this game. And what completely stumped me is I completely forgot about the import tax. So when the game actually arrived, it got held at the post office, and I had to go to the post office and pay an extra 20 quid import tax. So in total, for this one game alone, I forked out about 100 quid. Now, is Super Robot Wars T worth £100? The answer to that is no. It's a turn-based JRPG. It's the turn base is done on a grid style, and it was okay. The problem with the game is it's so easy. It didn't give me a challenge at all. As soon as I powered up my robot with various sort of level ups and weapons, I was stomping all around that grid, destroying the enemy at will, and the enemy just did not stand a chance. So the game is extremely easy. If it had a bit more of a challenge, I would say yes, go for this. But as it is, the difficulty, I mean, I like to be able to complete a game, but come on, the enemy was just rolling over and dying here. But anyway, Super Robot Wars T cost me 100 quid, so I probably lost money on that one. Next game I have is this one here, Project Zero for the Wii U. I picked this game up on the day it was released. I paid £49.99 for it. You will not get this game for £49.99 now. I've seen prices for this game, depending on whether it's the sort of deluxe edition or not. They range from about 150 to 350. When I picked this game up, I just thought it was a standard Wii U release, but apparently not. Apparently the release in Europe was actually quite limited. I mean, I did have to sort of send away for it because they didn't have it in my local game store when it came out. But yeah, I've definitely made money on this. According to eBay, it's a heavy hitter now, and I think collectors are clamoring for it. And if you haven't got it yet, then you could well be putting your hand in your pocket for a tune of about £200. So those are my top 3 most expensive games, but I'm going to give a bonus game as well. One I actually cannot believe is actually going for the amount of money that it is, and that's this game here. Again, it's on the Wii U, and it's Unwritten Tales 2. I don't think I paid more than 10 or 15 quid for this game, but if you look on eBay, the prices for this game now are absolutely insane. It's about 150, 100 quid for this game off eBay. I mean, it's trash. It's an absolute trash game. It's a point and click adventure. It's as boring as you like. It's no fun. But people are absolutely clamoring for it. I just don't get it. Like I said, I paid a tenner for it. So in terms of like profit margin, I've probably made an absolute killing on this if I want to sell it. I mean, even though I hate the game, I don't have plans to sell it because I'm not that sort of inclined, you know. Once I have a game, I'm not really into selling them. But yeah, it's worth an absolute fortune now. So if you haven't got this already, again, this is turning into a heavy hitter as well. If you're looking to collect every single Wii U game there is, because that is an achievable goal, then you might be forking out a lot of money for a game that's absolute trash. But there we go. So yeah, thanks to Emily Pops for the idea, having a route around my collection. So those are my top 3, top 4 most expensive games that I think I own, and those are the games just off the top of my head. I think if I did some more research perhaps into my Super Nintendo collection, I mean, I've got a Secret of Mana in there with the map and the instructions and in its box, so I mean, that might be worth a pretty penny, but I think it might be devalued slightly because obviously the Secret of Mana is now on the is on like the Super Nintendo Mini, and I think it might be on the online service possibly now as well. So anyway, those are my most expensive games. Thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one.